Very early, man understood that the moon made the tides ebb and flow, and agitated the waves and controlled the growth of crops. If it could do that, it must influence men's lives in other ways, too. And so, to many civilizations, the moon became a god of power, in many different guises. And, as a symbol of power, it was an attribute of royalty, crowning, for instance, this Saarinen king who ruled in the Middle East well over 1,000 years ago. The most persistent image of the moon, of course, has been as the queen of heaven, the sensual goddess of love and sex and the conflicting emotions that shape our lives. She was Diana to the Romans, interchangeable sister to Ishtar in Babylonia, Astarte in Phoenicia, Isis in Egypt, Artemis in Greece. To the Romans, Diana was a goddess of the hunt as well as the moon, and a power to be invoked for military gain. Iphigenia sacrificed to Diana so that the gods would smile on the Greek expedition against Troy. Ancient scientists made moon dials as well as sundials to tell the time, a somewhat tricky feat. The scientific and the mystical merged in astrology. The moon's coming and goings prophesied days of good and ill fortune. And the crab, moving forwards and backwards, became a special symbol of the changing, inconstant moon. Around the world, in the Orient and Africa and the Americas, man saw a great hare in the moon. In Japan, that rabbit grinds the sands of time into powder. The hare on the moon is the progenitor of the Easter bunny, and he's responsible for the magic in the rabbit's foot you carry. For more egocentric Western civilizations, the craters of the moon make a quite different image. Everyone everywhere has dreamed of landing on the moon. This Italian Renaissance lunar module looking somewhat more substantial than the LEM. And that lunar vehicle propelled by bellows across windless moon seas. The Renaissance saw the astronauts unencumbered by spacesuits, hunting ferocious moon mice. They could hobnob with tiny moon people, living in a kind of truly organic architecture. Demoniac frenzy, moping melancholy, and moon-struck madness, the moon that sets beasts howling and destroys the minds of men. Pagan symbols were transformed in Christianity, and the pagan symbol of fertility and growing things became a Christian symbol of the resurrection. Peasant women in Italy, who call Mary moon of our church, still wear crescent moons to protect them in pregnancy. And artists drew on the passage in the Revelation, and a great portent appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet. She was with child, and she cried out in her pangs, in anguish for delivery. Moon mysteries appear to modern artists, too. They are still in the thrall of the moon's strange emotional power.